I found a note that said force of habit with force underlined several times. And I think it really is a force to contend with. So we can cultivate good habits. The ritual or routine that, helps ground us, or the ability to put love out there, love over fear. Force of habit. So what are the other forces, maybe? The one other thing I had written down was ransom notes. I'm not sure how that would apply, but it might. Magician. Card of Virgo Gemini. Of bringing things into being. I mean, here it's kind of like all the earth creatures, the Virgo aspect, and the infinity symbol, which also appears in the strength card usually. Like this is a continual dynamic, as above, so below. And then our daily lives, Virgo energy, inform our ability to connect. It's like the lifeline, Virgo energy, earth energy, about life. And I think Ram Dass wrote a book called, Be Here Now. Be Here Now. Three of Cups. It's a card of happiness and reunion and manifesting that. And there's something about here, it's not just manifesting for the individual good, but somehow for the connections. It's a card of friendship and reunion, connection. Not just for the individual, but it's a Ten of Cups energy. From Three of Cups, that kind of intimate circle, to the Ten of Cups where love is everywhere. It's the air we breathe, it's the ground we walk on. At least that's what we're trying to bring through. It's the work, Virgo energy, of manifestation, Gemini. Okay. Tell us about Magician, please. Spirit, talk to us today. Let Spirit do the talking. Is it this? Spirit do the talking. Ace of Swords. Again, that air energy of Gemini in the Magician. The truth. Let Spirit do the talking. Know the truth. Speak the truth. Be the truth. Align with that. And maybe the truth is found in our connections. Full spectrum love. Is it this one? Four of Cups. Under Three of Cups. There may be some need to accept the truth. This is a card of sadness and depression and feeling like we've missed the opportunity for some connection, And there is this angelic figure offering the Ace of Cups. But somehow this person isn't feeling it, isn't feeling the connection, Three of Cups. Acceptance, not denial, something like that. Because this is kind of a card of denial. I notice again we have all the animals. Magician card, there they all are, the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and here they're all in a state of apathy too, just lying there. Perhaps saying, no, you are connected. We're all connected. But it's almost like the feeling that is contagious, that somehow goes into the atmosphere so that even the beasts of the field are in a kind of collapse. The truth will set you free. That's the deal. You know, set you free from this feeling of no connection. Is it this one? Knight of Wands. That's the opposite of the apathy. Something's quickening in this person. They're getting their strength back, their inspiration back, you know, for creativity, like the magician, one that can manifest. It's a quickening somehow. A truth that's, didn't I say a truth that sets us free? I mean, look. This is the set us free part, Wands energy. You know, determination, creativity, the path, passionate path. It's about doing something, whereas this is about doing nothing. You know, the hands are crossed over the heart in this one. It's like the blockage to feeling. Acceptance, not denial, maybe is what moves us forward. What is the denial? This Four of Cups. What's the denial, please, Spirit? Can you speak again to us? Ace of Swords. Okay. Is it this one? Wheel of Fortune. There's a truth about moving forward, about the knowing when it's divine timing. You know, it's not like the external clock will go bong and you'll begin. It's something you know yourself, internally. Ace of Swords, the card of the self. Knowing this. Kind of portal opening in the psyche. The Wheel of Fortune, you know, it's like and there's something here about keeping the home fires burning. This one is blowing on the embers to keep mother and child warm. And again, the animals, there's something about the animals here. They're looking in the window. It is, again, sort of like affection, that mother and child image and the keeping warm aspect, I think like Spirit is trying to comfort us. There's a reassurance it's going to get better. Wheel of Fortune. Align with that truth. And maybe what we need to accept is that it's going to get better in divine timing. And, how do we know when we're ready for that? Well, I think the universe knows. The cosmos knows. The divine knows. The creator knows. And is trying to tell us, Ace of Swords, nil desperandum, don't give up. Go for it with some kind of firepower. 6 of Cups, clarifying. Knight of Wands. It's a card of the connection, perhaps one from the past. There's this sense of it's not there. And it may still be just a memory, just a nostalgia for what was. But it seems to me this fires it up. This brings it new life. Perhaps that past life connection gets new life. Tell us about Magician, the manifestation, please. That moves us from 4 of Cups through our own inspiration and sense of direction into a 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups energy, open-heartedness, intimate circle, and the inclusive, widening 10 of Cups version, Queen of Cups. Manifesting the gentle heart, the loving heart. And she's got her cup, but also in this basket, the doves. It's like messenger of peace. She's also got a quill and a book. Perhaps one of the things you're manifesting is the ability to kind of record what are we trying to record? Queen of Cups, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's almost like a tally. It's a tally where love outweighs loss or depression. Or tell us about 10 of Cups, please. We have High Priestess. We have Strength and Hierophant, all major arcana cards. Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Libra. This is the one who can see it without evidence, because they know intuitively behind the veil. It takes courage to move in that direction, Wands energy, to be strong and brave and move in that direction. When the time is right, take up the sword of truth. And sometimes it means cutting something away. Like, feel it if you must. This disappointment. What did we say? Oh, I didn't read that one. Let me read that one now, just because it... Well, force of habit was one, and that's the inertia factor, just what... Not getting what you want. But this is a card of divine feminine, tapping into feelings. Overcoming resistance to that with compassion for ourselves and for others. And I think it's coming directly from higher power, maybe through some kind of spiritual practice. And it could be overcoming the traditional thing for the mystical thing. The external church for the internal sacred dwelling. I think it's finding your truth in, best world in both the internal and the external. Tell me about Hierophant, because it really can go. Is it this one? Is it on the split? Hermit. That weighs it a little bit. It's interesting because this is an earth energy Taurus. This is earth energy Virgo. This is the external belief with rules and regulations and hierarchy. Hierophant, hierarchy. Virgo is a card of going inward for the truth about one's life, earth energy. The thing you can only perhaps discover I don't want to completely dismiss Hierophant as a card of empty an empty system of rules and regulations, but it needs to be grounded in this, in the self. You bring yourself to the equation. Is it this one? You bring yourself to the equation. That's a card of manifesting too. What's coming into me? Okay. What's coming into me in Wands energy? Knight of Wands, maybe some quickening. Like, wake up, wake up. Something's coming in on the basis of this taking the time to go inside. Time, hermit energy, earth energy, to do with archetypal time even. But the ships are coming in and somebody's waiting with optimism. Queen of Wands. That's a manifester. Something may be coming towards you. A kind of somebody who can show you how to do it. Wands energy. But High Priestess is, I can't show you how to do it. You have to take that emotional dive for yourself to determine what's real. Ace of Swords. What do I want to bring into my life? there may be a Queen of Wands who directs you inward, teaches you how to manifest, even though it's something that can't be taught. I know that sounds like a Zen koan or something. Like, what is that about? Five of Cups. There's a feeling of loss here. There just is. But I like this Five of Cups because there's somebody consoling this person. Like, we all have known loss. Five of Cups, Six of Cups. You know, can we carry things from the past forward with us? Perhaps. Five of Cups, Hierophant is 5 in major arcana. It may be something like find a belief system that provides this kind of comfort, that kind of sees you through the change that's coming, because it may feel sad and like a loss now, but there's this forward movement. There's some kind of truth that unlocks the, I'm picturing like there was a stick in the bicycle spoke. Something was slowing this down until the time was right. And this is a truth that sets us free. A personal truth. 9 in major arcana being Hermit, a card of the personal. And aces also speak to the personal. So Hermit, Ace of Swords. Is this the last? Page of Wands. Starting on the new path. How do I find my way out of this depression or feeling that I've just missed the boat? Where's that boat image? Yeah, in 3 of Wands. There's a boat in the harbor. It's closer than you think. But also, we're at the beginning of the journey. Page of Wands to Knight of Wands. Things are speeding up. Time itself may suddenly start to feel like it's speeding up. The wheel is free to turn now so that we can begin the path, directional, purposeful, creative. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Wands. I think Queen of Wands has actually manifested enlightenment. Hermit energy. She's grounded. She, he, they. And maybe grounded in a system of beliefs or a commitment to a higher power, or just strengthening that access to higher power, through intuition and mystical knowledge, and through an organized system of beliefs. I think it's sort of like get it any way you can. That's going to be important going forward. But there's a maturation from Page to Knight to Queen. Major manifester. Manifesting on the basis of this inner truth. Ace of Swords, hermit. So let's get busy. I love you, and I'll see you next time.